Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. There was no necessary reason to kill the man seen on TV, and even if there was a real reason, Light could have manipulated the man on TV to leave a message about Kira's ideals and what he plans to do. Light should have waited a while before acting on any police information. He could have used the fact that his father was working with L to get to him. If Light had tried to work with L instead of challenge L, Light would have been less suspicious and seemed more helpful to L. Light shouldn't have tested the Death Note's abilities once the FBI agents started following him. This is what led L to either Light's family or the director's family. If Light did have to test his abilities, he should have made his victims die from something other than a heart attack. This way L wouldn't suspect anything that has to do with Kira, and L wouldn't try to withhold information as he doesn't suspect these deaths had anything to do with Kira. The deaths would be broadcast and we'd get our results that way. There was no real reason to kill the FBI agents as they didn't pose any threat to Light. Killing them just reveals that Kira was aware of the FBI following him, which means someone the FBI was following was Kira. And since it was a short time since the FBI entered Japan, there wouldn't be many suspects. Light didn't really do much in trying to prevent L from finding Misa, as well as trying to make contact with her. Light could have sent his own message to give a secret location to meet. It could even be the same place Misa wanted. Light could do this working with L acting like a fake Kira while also being the real Kira. After receiving the message about Shinigamis, I would alter the message to leave the eyes and Shinigami part out. Then I could send another message similarly to the one Misa originally sent, naming off a bunch of different locations. In some of these locations I would mention the eyes and Shinigami to make it look like that's where we would meet, but I would also put a notebook as well for the secret message that only people with Kira's powers would understand. In each place I would say we would reveal our abilities to each other. This might encourage the other Kira to show me their Death Note so I can tell it's them, or they'd bring something that says Death Note or notebook and only I would know it's them. Light had Misa send tapes sending a message, but the message itself didn't make sense as Light told Misa to say that the second Kira would stop looking for the original Kira. This doesn't make sense as the previous message sent by Misa before she found Light said that she had already found Kira. The message Light should have sent would be along the lines of having the real L show his face. Light still could have added the part about sharing their powers. He also should have written down someone's name that would create the tapes instead of him or Misa. That way none of the hairs or prints would be ours or traced back to us. In the circumstances, forfeiting ownership of the Death Note wasn't a bad idea, but there should have been a little bit more added to it so Light had more control over the situation. Light should have picked a person out himself for Rem to give the notebook to and have Rem tell the person or have rules written in the notebook to kill criminals in certain ways. This way we would have a way of tracking this person down without Light's memories of the notebook. I would also suggest to Rem to try and control how this person I picked got their information, as this would also help us find them. After L died, Light should have had a fake notebook made in case someone ended up finding out about it. Light also should have had the orphanage that L came from investigated under the idea that someone from the orphanage could be Kira. Light would have found out about Mello and Nira and been able to kill them when they finally do come after Kira. Once Nir suspects Light as L and Kira might be connected, Light has Nir's base under attack soon after, further confirming Nir's suspicions about Light. At the end, Light gets caught by Nir cause Mikami revealed the Death Note's true location. Even though this was entirely Mikami's fault, Light should have told Mikami to keep a page from the Death Note on him at all times, hidden somewhere on his body, and those are all of Light's mistakes. Did I miss any? Let me know in the comments.